Giant
Okay,
embryo.
it's Roger once again from Blood Fossil University. Today, as conflicted as I have ever been in my life, this is, I believe, incontrovertible evidence that the Earth is somehow biologically creating a life. If you can see this right here, I'm saying that's a sperm, and that's the head of the sperm, and these little indentations are the DNA. And the reason I'm saying that is because of this. You see what you see here? There they are. They're all coming this way. You see it? Coming down, coming down. A zillion of them. Well, that is the second shot of ejaculation. And ahead of it is the lubricant that heads ahead of it. And I'm saying that because down here was the first shot of ejaculate that ended up impregnating this cell right here. And I have done extensive research on this, and I can guarantee, well, I can't guarantee you, but I can tell you that if the things that we see in nature are cells, this is a cell. And the actual, you see here, here's all the sperm down here. These are the tails, and they all came down, and one of them made it in. See this white one right here? That white one right there was a strong one. You see it's coming down in here. I followed it in right exactly to the white one, and it came in right here, and it gets very dark over here as it enters the cell. See right there? This is what's called fascia, I believe, these little stripes. And I'm going to show you over a course of time how this cell has developed. So we have the sperm attacking the cell. These are the dying sperm, which the blackness is killing off. The cell itself is moving towards the placental attachment, it appears. It's obviously moving in this direction. The blackness is killing off the sperm. There is no sperm attacking from this side because it came from this side. This is exactly, remember that shape of the DNA I said? Here it is right here. You see that? And you don't see it as DNA, but if you look closely, you can see it connects in here, and there are little tiny spots all the way across, just exactly. And you can see, you see this, you see this, see those stripes? That is exactly what happens as the fibrils open up to attach to the DNA strand. And it's not just this one here, they're all over the place. You see it? There's another over here, they're all up in here. You see this? That's how DNA happens. And you see over here? You see all this stuff? Those are the fascia fibrils. You see that? All of this, you see more DNA. I'm just showing you what I'm showing you. And I'm showing you with sort of a, like I said, I'm conflicted. This is the open, the cell is opening. When we started, well, when I started looking at this, or when we look back at it, let me put it this way, Val discovered it, and we started looking at it together, and when we went back on it, he went back and took all these pictures. We found out that there was a tremendous amount of activity, and I will show you that. Another fellow went ahead and did the video of it, showing the time lapse of this, the changes, where this shot out literally like a rocket ship to make attachment to this, which is the placental attachment. And this, you could see this red flash in here. I don't know, it's leaking. I believe that's the case. This is the exact architecture of what's considered a vein valve, and they clamp the vein blood off so they cannot leak back into where it was already used. Arterial connections have no restrictions, and that's what I see here. There are nerve and so forth entries, and I see no other possibility that this is going to connect to this. I can see the attachments growing. And that's all I can say. So I'm seeing a life being formed here in the desert. All right. Several of us have been working on this together. Val discovered this location when we were looking at some other things in this area. And he has got a ton of information, done a lot of work on this. And then Steve Torrance put this together, this little video showing the time lapse of this particular place right here, which is, to my feeling, this is exactly where this cell is going to divide, if it's a cell. Now, you see this? This is serious. There's some serious action going on here, and that didn't last long. Now, this goes back 7 years, I believe. And this was the first pick. Now I'm going to let this video run, and I'm going to try to stop it on each different shot. So here's the first one that we can get back to. I don't know what happened before this, or I don't know any of this, but there's going to be all kinds of changes here. You see these things? Just watch how seriously this thing changes. All right, so let's go to the next pick. All right, there's the next pick. You're gone. What happened? Now we got this. It's like it's saying, okay, get ready, you're going to be splitting, and I don't know what it's doing. This all changed dramatically. All this stuff changed. Now let's go to the next one. All right, whoops, I got it back to the beginning. Let's go over there. There we go. Now, look at this. The heck is that? Look what happened over here. I have no explanations for any of this. None. All I can do is show you, and you can look, and you can think, and you can explain yourself, because I can't explain it. All right, here's the next one. I don't know what to say. Now we're getting this striation, all kinds of changes going on. I think we got two more. Okay, there's that one. Now we're getting something. I don't know what to say. I have no clue what to say, other than that something's growing here. Something's happening. These things weren't here last year. This will be the last one. And here's where it starts again. Look at this. That's totally changed. That's all I can say, and you see what I see, and that's we're seeing it together. We have to think together. We have to think as a world, because this is not some little monkey bone curiosity. Think of what you're seeing here. This is not some silly little thing. So I wish someone of some status, that had some resources, that had some authorities, could look into this and do something of an authoritative nature, because this is not something to be playing around with. There's something serious here. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I don't know there's nothing else I can say.